Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at a Vaporeon raid and a Starmie raid. The Vaporeon raid, I'm going to be using 6 unique Pokemon, and then for the Starmie, I'm going to be using 6 unique types. So let me give you an example here. So if I was to use Venusaur and then Gengar, they're both poison types. So that you could say, well, you're not using 6 unique types. Well, they're dual types. One is grass and then one is ghost as well. So that's what I'm talking about. So we'll take a look at that. It was pretty fun. I want to do some more of these challenges. It's just I've been kind of busy lately, so I've been trying to hit them when I can. Anyways, so we're going to take a look at those and then some egg hatches and see what we have going on. Okay, trainers? As far as the future and the whole Reggie thing, well, it looks like Niantic is going to keep pushing that back and wait for possibly GoFest to release those. We'll have to wait and see. We know we're going to get a mythical for GoFest, a new mythical, so we can look forward to Celebi. More than likely, yes, because I mean, it even says it in the description for the GoFest. Even look forward to new research breakthroughs or, mythical breakthroughs. Okay, I also want to talk about just a few more things here really quick. So we have Kyogre right now, right? I predicted that, said that we might be getting a shiny variant. It was a long shot because we haven't seen a trio or duo legendary shiny, right? Only the controllers. So you can only assume now we're gonna get Groudon next, right? Shiny, and then followed by, do you guys know? Rayquaza, shiny, black Rayquaza. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't say for certain, but it would make sense that if they're gonna drop Kyogre, they're gonna drop Groudon and Rayquaza as well, back to back. So we can look forward to those in the future. So keep that in mind. Okay, so first up is going to be Vaporeon with the 6 unique grass types. Now, I have a little something to show you. There's no weather boost on either side, as you've seen. I'm going to be using the regular Exeggutor and then the Alolan Exeggutor. But the thing is, I didn't even get to the Alolan Exeggutor. Some people could say, well, you didn't use 6 unique types because regular Exeggutor and Alolan Exeggutor are basically the same Pokemon. Well, technically kind of, but at the same time, well, they're 2 separate Pokemon. So but nonetheless, I didn't even get to the Sceptile or the Alolan. Now, this is a speed run. Now, if I had to switch something up, I would have put Sceptile before the Exeggutor because it was doing Bullet Seed, but it didn't have enough time to, because the Vaporeon had such little health left. It was just doing Bullet Seed until it was fainted, and that Solar Beam wasn't able to get charged up. And that's a lot of wasted time with such a weak move to not use your charge move, right? So a better option would have been to have my Sceptile, because it would have been able to get off those leaf blades fairly quick with just that little bit of health left on Vaporeon instead of charging up a full Solar Beam. And its quick move is doing more damage than Exeggutor as well. So if you're wondering what's the best grass attacker in the game currently, you're looking at Groudon and this one right here, Venusaur, with Plant Frenzy. Frenzy Plant, sorry. Okay. A pure grass attacker, it's gonna be Venusaur, period, okay? Whatever quick move and then Frenzy Plant. And that's that. And then we're going in here with Raikou, always a good option. I was dodging with Venusaur because it was doing the most damage. You could argue Raikou is pretty much doing a little bit more, maybe even on par. I didn't dodge because at this point I wanted to take those hits so we can fill up my charge bar just a little quicker. I do believe I dodged maybe like 1 or 2, but you guys understand what I do, right? If I'm not dodging or if I'm taking the hits, I'm doing that on purpose, okay? And if I'm in a battle video and you see me gym battling and my dodging seems a little bit off and not so good, it's intentional. I'm either just not really trying as hard as I can, not being lazy about it. I'm just being laid back battling because you don't need to dodge everything unless you're trying to make it through the gym with 1 Pokemon or something. Anyway, so we're going in here with Zapdos next because this is another fantastic Pokemon. As to which one I should have had in the order, I should have checked the DPS on my Zapdos, to be honest, compared to the other ones to see which one would have been a better option. But, it's always a good choice. Like I said, the only thing I would have switched up was the Exeggutor coming in now. See, as you can see, how little health it has. So Seed Bombing right now is really bad. bullet seed, I should say, because it doesn't have any health and it still takes that solar beam. That's funny. All right, so there you have it. You know, I could get a better time, but it's improved so much, guys, right? We've all have become so much better ever since the Vaporeon was here and compared to now. Before, we were all, you know, a lot of us were soloing it just in the nick of time, or with, like, you know, pretty good amount of time left. But that right there, I think, is obviously my best time ever, because we hadn't not have received these Pokemon like Venusaur with their Community Day moves, or my powered up legendaries. I had those before when it was here, but that Venusaur really does help. So if you have multiple of those, yeah, it's going to be a good option there. So into the Starmie, no weather boost yet again on either side. Now this one is a fun one to do. I was in a little bit of a jam. I was trying to think, what should I do? And then I figured it out right at the last second, and I was pressured for time. I was only going to be able to do this once. So I was thinking, okay, I'll go in with all unique types. All right. So yes, Venusaur and Gengar are both poison types, but it is also a grass type and then a ghost type. So, I mean, it doesn't count. I could have found something else that wasn't a poison as well, but whatever, man. I was also looking for things that are all super effective to it as well. So don't get down to the Groudon, not even close. So let's go ahead and check this out. And then after this, we're going to be looking at just a few more eggs that have hatched. And if you're wondering, man, how in the world did you get 9,600 Stardust from an egg hatch? Out of a 5K, that's the mind-blowing thing, because you're only going to be able to get 2K eggs from Pokestops until this event's over, apparently, because I was grinding and grinding and grinding, and I was only receiving 2K eggs. Hatched a couple Lapras out of them. Other than that, it hasn't been so great. It doesn't really matter, because at this point I'm just speed grinding for Stardust. That's what it is. If you're hatching mass eggs, you're just speed grinding Stardust. If you're wondering, should I do this? Is it worth it? It is, but at the same time, you're just rushing it. If you don't want to rush it, and if you're not in a rush to collect Stardust, technically, if you're already stacked on all of your dust, you don't need to speed rush Stardust farming. Basically, just, you know, slow hatch them. I'm just trying to give you some advice to save you some money, because, you know, it gets kind of expensive if you do this, and it's inevitable if you're going to eventually hatch all your eggs. But, you know, at the same time, this event is a limited time, so you might as well hatch as many as you can within this time period if you have the resources and money to do so. All right, so with that said, we're doing fairly well. Way past half health, and we're not even at that 91 mark, and well, there we just hit it. You know what's a fun raid? I like to do the Sharpedo. I've only done it once, and it's super weak, for sure. But it's really cool, because I want to see if I can do it with one Machamp still, because I haven't seen any more. I've only seen one Sharpedo raid. But like I said, I've been kind of busy. I haven't really been looking around, so I need to go hunt them some more. The gyms are kind of spread out here, so if you want to keep finding a consistent amount of tier 3 raids, you're going to either have to look on your local chat, or just, you know, drive around the city. You could walk. You know, people are, you know, saying, oh, well, what about walking? Whatever happened to that in Pokemon Go? Yeah, you know, definitely, but I'm on a time frame here. I can't be walking around the city all day looking for raids, because I would only get up one video a day at the end of the day. So driving around is a big help. It gets me places faster, and I don't really need to explain that, really, because it's common sense. So there we have it. All done with that. That was fun. You know, I kind of feel like I cheated on that one with Tyranitar. It's a good option. Tyranitar is just so good. That's why I don't like to use it. I'm going to try this again using a different Pokemon. It's a beast, and it's fantastic. It just feels like, you know, you're not really working for it. You know what I mean? Okay, change of plans. We're going to be taking a look at a Granbull raid. No weather boost on either end. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no weather boost. Okay, so we're going to be using all poison types. And that's that. I've done this before, but now we're going to be doing it without a weather boost. So let's see how this goes. And I'd like to say thank you for watching. I'll be catching you all later, trainers. Take care.